never would have guessed that today is the day that we're gonna go and get a motorcycle. The goal to own and ride a motorbike is still very much a goal and dream of mine, and I will own one day. Bucket list goals. That is a mega bucket list goal for sure. Babes rented this U-Haul to go and pick up some mulch that he found for free on a Facebook listing, and it's Saturday and the U-Haul is like, we're not open on Sunday, so you can just return it on Monday. And he happened to come across a motorcycle on the Facebook marketplace, and they just so happen to be available today and tomorrow, so we're gonna go and drive and pick up a motorcycle. Just crazy. I can't even believe it. It all worked out so serendipitously. Bucket list number 2 is about to be accomplished. Let's go do this thing. So the bike the other day did not work out, but Babes found another one not too far away here in Durham, and it's at the mechanic shop, which is a home mechanic. And we just pulled up. Here it is. Today's very exciting because it's officially the day that we are gonna get motorcycle licenses. Babes is jumping on board with this bucket list item of mine. Late nights, we've been taking like online tests and just practicing and going over the same questions over and over and over. I guess we feel good. We've been passing pretty much consistently every time. So fingers crossed that we pass. Very exciting. What's the update on the bike, babe?
Should be done by Friday.
Hey! So basically the motorcycle that we got, we found it on Facebook Marketplace and it needed a bit of work. It was well taken care of by this guy who owned it and was riding it for a long period of time, and then just over the last like year or so he just kind of neglected it just because he didn't have time to keep it stored in a place where he was able to fix any things that came up and all that kind of stuff. So it needs a little bit of love. It doesn't actually run, but hopefully the guy that is working on it is gonna get it to run again, and then we've got some other fun projects to do on the bike once we get it here at the house, because the guy who's working on it, it's like a home like garage, and so yeah, he's working on it there. Zay, what do you got to say? How excited are you about a motorcycle? Excited to like kind of restore the motorcycle a bit to its former glory, because it's definitely a sweet bike and we got it for a good deal. So yeah, this is the first step to becoming a motorcycle chick. Rock on. Oh, that's peace. How do you do it? Rock on.
Just cancel that.
Cancel.
Terminate.
Lame mom moves.
You're embarrassing our child.
How are you feeling, Zay? Are you excited? I'm nervous. Looks like the DMV is going to be my go-to regular destination because I didn't pass. Good job, babes, who only got one wrong. I'm just feeling sad.
It's okay, just let it out. Letting it out now is going to be
It's okay, I
helpful for
shouldn't be
future,
mean
and
to you
that's
about
good.
it. I should be happy for you.
I almost just like purposely failed because I didn't want you to feel this way.
I feel like a teenager who failed my driving test. I literally want to cry. Anyways, so that was a partial epic success.
It was an epic success all around because failing
I
is
also
not
got in
losing.
trouble for filming, so I won't be doing that again. Sorry guys, you'll have to just wait and see what happens. Anyways, back home, and I guess the journey continues in waves of up and down. Eventually, maybe, hopefully,
Hey, relax.
I know I'm gonna pause, but
Relax it.
today was not
Relax
that
it. Oh, there.
friggin' pause. I'm so excited. I got my learner's permit, so now I just gotta take the safety course and I'll be good to drive Le Tigre, which is the name of the motorcycle, by the way. I don't think I told you I named it Le Tigre. Anyways, so excited. In a way better mood than I was last time after the test. Yeah, I only got 4 wrong, which is better than too many wrong. Some strange questions on the test. Anyways, so excited to have passed. Boop, boop, on my way to getting the motorcycle on the road, and this is gonna be good. I'm excited. Zaya's taking some personal time while we do a little bit of a project. We had to take a big break from television watching because things got a little out of hand, and as you may have seen on my most recent tea time, she has had some emotional outbursts. Anyways, we're not here for the emotional outbursts, we're here for the motorcycle. So the motorcycle thing that we got set up here is we are restoring a motorcycle back to its former glory. It's with a mechanic that is basically fine-tuning the carburetors so that she can run. And Babes and I have taken on the wonderful chore. Also, it's a really beautiful sunset. Anyways, Babes and I are taking on this exciting chore of cleaning the original gas tank and relining it so that it has no rust and gets clean fuel into the system so it can run well. This is what that process looks like.
There's a little bit of rust in the tank. It's not terrible, but there is rust in the tank. If we were just leave it as it is, it would just gunk up the fuel system. And so, what we're gonna do is use electrolysis to remove the rust from the inside of the tank. It sounds like a really fancy word, but it's basically just using electricity to remove the rust from the inside of the tank. First things first, there's a little bit of fuel in here, so we gotta get that out. So we gotta rinse this thing out first. And then we're gonna have to mix up a solution, which is this stuff.
Fun. Pool cleaner.
It's basically sodium
Can we just
carbonate.
slow zoom on your nails?
Thank you. It's sodium carbonate. It creates electrolytes in the water so that electricity can penetrate through the water.
Very exciting. You're going to show us how we do that.
After I go pick up the pizza.
Great. So use about a cup of that stuff for 5 gallons. Mix it up, hot water will help it to mix really, really well. And then we'll pour it in the tank. We want to fill it all the way up to the top. And I'm going to take it downstairs into my laboratory, and I got a few other bits and bobs I need to hook up before it's ready to start.
Here's that. You want to give this to Pop?
Pop. Catch Pop.
Thanks.
This is your little workshop space. Wow, you clean, babe. It's like the cleanest I've ever seen that surface. This is the part where Justin is going to show us how this whole system works.
Pop, is that my car battery?
It sure is.
What are you doing to it?
I'm going to use it to electrify this tank.
So what's going to happen?
The battery provides a power source. That power source is hooked up to a charger so it continually is charged and doesn't die. Now with the tank...
I don't want my battery.
No, it won't die. We'll just recharge it if it runs low.
The battery is grounded to the metal tank. And now this part is sending energy into this metal piece that I cut. That metal piece is dipped into the electrified water. So the electrons
Are like shaking the rust off of the inside of the...
Yeah, it's attracting that metal. It's like breaking the metal up, the rust, and it's pulling the rust towards the metal pieces. Yeah. What should be happening is the water will bubble a little bit inside. This is the piece of metal, the anode. It is sending the electricity inside of the liquid, and it's pulling the rust towards it.
Oh, whoa. It is rusty. Wow. So it's already working.
Oh yeah.
That's a lot of rust in there.
Yeah. They'll clean the anode off, and then they'll replace the water sometimes.
And do it all over again.
Yeah. And just keep on doing it over a series of time.
Odin, someone call Odin.
Well, I don't want him coming down here. Well, that was Science 101 for you. Now we're going to go upstairs and take this nugget to bed because it's like
But
9:30
I
or
want
something.
to keep finishing.
Oh yeah, the movie. We've got like 20 minutes left.
Welcome to my laboratory. Thank you for coming.
Hello. Happy Valentine's Day. Today is February 14th and it's the night. Vince and Emery are watching Zay for us and we are here to pick up the motorcycle. Best date ever.
Here she is.
So does she run?
Well, she does. She needs a gas tank and a seat, and we need to fix the back brake, but projects we can handle, so we'll get to it. We got a couple weekends of work ahead, and then we're riding on the road, and then we'll be fixing stuff probably nonstop. But that's
Very
okay.
exciting. Everybody,
She's
meet
ours.
a portion of the Tigre. She's missing a couple things.
Wow.
I'm not
You want to go to
actually.
dinner?
I'm gonna come visit you on this thing.
Because I'll be excited when we get the sidecar for me.
That's
when I'll be excited.
Yeah. Go team. We're gonna get it up this thing?
Yeah, we may want to like center it, that board a little bit
Yeah, I
more.
got you.
Thank you. Alright, so you want someone on the side? Yeah, like more so since it's so thin, probably like if you can find a good spot to push it from the back. Most go, 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 go.
Nice. Oh, go. Hit it.
1, 2, 3, go.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, guys. Wow.
Yo. It's even sicker in real life.
Wait, put the thing
Alright,
on.
where's that gas tank? Yes.
Is that where the gas tank lives?
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way it
Yeah.
sits. Oh my god. It's like not raised or anything.
Chilly weather outside, but we've got a project that we've got to do. I'm gonna know officially how to ride my motorcycle by the end of, like, not next week, but the week after. So I have like 2 weeks. And I'm taking my motorcycle class. I still have to finish the online course that I've been doing, which was like a requirement leading up to the like in-person class, which is going to be 2 full days of riding a motorcycle. We are working on finishing up the gas tank of the motorcycle because it had the rust inside. So we've got all the rust, or most of the rust, removed as much as possible. And now we're going to use this product called Red that's going to line the inside so that it has a fresh finish. So when we put the gas back inside, it's not going to like erode it any more than it already has been eroded. So Babes has been working hard on this project. I think he's having fun watching all these videos and pretending it's his motorcycle.
Inside of the tank's actually not that bad. It's in pretty good shape given the age of the bike, but there's a little bit of like old varnish and stuff and like gross stuff in the inside of the tank and surface rust. So to make sure that that doesn't get into the fuel system, we are going to line it with this product called Red Coat. The
Guess
tank,
what, guys? I just saw a motorcycle.
Hey, that's gonna be Mama soon.
it makes a coating on the inside of the tank, and it'll stop the rust and make sure that none of that rust dislodges from the inside of the tank and gets into your fuel system. And so it's just a good preventative measure of, you know, making sure your fuel system stays clean and all that good stuff. I'm trying my best to keep this product off of the paint job, and eventually we will repaint this, but for right now we're just trying to go bare bones budget so we can get this thing riding and enjoy a season before we start digging into it deeper, you know.
Hold on, ready.
Whoa, that is for real, Red.
Just like what?
Where'd you learn all this stuff?
YouTube, obviously.
Duh.
I love you too.
So are you gonna ride my motorcycle with me? Oh yeah.
Oh no, Pops. Oh no, Pops.
Nice.
Yo, that looks like blood.
That kind of does.
I'm just seeing it centered. There it goes.
It was centered where I put it.
It's alright.
Huh?
Well, we got to fill and bleed the rear brake system. So this is the master cylinder that holds the fluid, and you can see it's empty. which is probably why the rear brakes aren't working. I'm just gonna take this brake fluid.
Is that for like any vehicle?
Yeah, brake fluid is relatively universal. Hopefully there's no leaks in this system. So this is the bleeder screw. So I've got a hose over it so that we can bleed any air out of the lines. What you do is you depress the brake and then you do like a quarter of a turn to loosen it, and you'll see brake fluid flow out. We don't have a water bottle, but we need you to hold it in the cup. And you're gonna keep doing it. It's gonna be a repetitive process. You press, release, tighten, press, release, tighten, until you see solid flow of liquid.
And then you
close it off. Make sure this is filled up, and you're
so
good.
basically there's air in the line, and we're trying to get it out. Good? This is so crazy! Are you holding?
Yes. Turn left.
Good. Alright, watch out, Zay. Coming in. Are you leaning forwards? Or are you in the back?
Back. I feel resistance. Ooh. Can I put my feet down, Pops?
Well, I kind of need to see where you're at.
Pop, I'm gonna be just like this, sitting on the motorcycle.
Okay.
Wait, no liquid came out though. Huh?
Yeah.
Alright, ready? Spin it. Nice.
Cool. What's that? We'll be pressure washing La Tigre, and she is gonna look shiny and clean.
And brand new.
And Mama is wearing these heart glasses. Pop said I could always wear them when I want to wear them.
It's true.
And Mama's borrowing.
Borrowing.
borrowing the fur for the day.
It's what you call color therapy. Everything's kind of yellow and joyful. Thank you, Zay. We mixed up what in here?
Water and soapy water.
And we're gonna spray her with water first, get the residue off, and then spray her with soapy water, and then pressure wash the soapy water away. And then we might have to scrub her down by hand in a few places.
But we first can pressure wash the wires.
Apparently you can actually. Pop said it's fine. And we've got, I know it is really crazy, we've got some steel wool for scrubbing away rusty bits. We've also got this, which the previous owners of this house had left behind, so we figured we might as well use it and get those tires looking slick. Mission Clean La Tigre. You ready for this? Oh! Okay, let's do this thing.
It is. There you go.
I got a Gringo made by Biltwell. Fits. You think? Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Perfect. Morning. Saturday at like 7:50 in the morning, and I've been up for a minute, had a shower, and I'm ready for day one of the motorcycle class. I was worried my helmet wasn't going to arrive in time because I had to send it back to get a smaller size, but this is she. She's beautiful. It's the Biltwell Gringo model, and yeah, I'm into it. It's got a really retro vibe, and I'm also finally rocking somewhat of a legit motorcycle rider outfit. Anyhow, as a way to bypass the DMV test to get my full motorcycle endorsement to be able to carry passengers, I opted into a safety course. Also, I just really wanted to feel like I knew what I was doing before I went out on the road. Kind of crazy that it isn't a requirement for all motorcyclists. Anyhow, leading up to the in-person class, I took a 20-hour online course where I learned a lot about motorcycles and all aspects of riding, lane positions, braking, etc. You get the gist. Then for a weekend, I was loaned a bike from the local community college to take the hands-on practical course. Meet Rosita. She was a little more of a cruiser kind of bike with a laid-back seat position. Not quite my style, but by the end of the weekend, we were synchronized AF. I learned how to emergency brake, make sharp turns, shift, maneuver tight corners, all that jazz. Basically, I actually learned how to ride a motorcycle. I was one of 4 girls in the class. 2 got sent home for not having enough control over their bikes. Safety first. 1 girl went flying and almost crashed into me. I'm just so glad that we were both okay. Motorcycle riding is, at first, much harder than I thought. But I got the hang of it by the end of the weekend and passed my practical assessment with only -1 point. We had a few hours in the classroom and our teachers were such jokesters. Honestly, it was a fun time. So I'm excited to get La Tigre out on the road now that I'm all kitted out with my helmet and everything. Bucket list goal accomplished, with many more riding days to come. Whoop whoop! Catch you next week. À bientôt.